Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Eastern Kentucky mourns the loss of a basketball legend who found success for more than half a century. And the Southern Kentucky Police Department remembers 2 officers who lost their lives back in 2022.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. It's Tuesday and it's almost 6:30 here. I'm Dakota Makeris and it's cold outside. I wish I could, have a blanket wrapped around me, but no, that would not be fine. So let's head over to Brandon for a look at that forecast, and he's over there shaking his head.
I can't take you anywhere.
You have a blanket. I mean, if I could, I would. So
I understand.
I mean, hey. It's better to ask for forgiveness than it is permission. Is that the saying?
You've actually already said it on TV, so I don't think that would work.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So, man.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All right. Let's talk about the forecast this morning. It is a bit chilly out there. We're going to see again Pikeville over at the US 119, US 23 intersection. Some traffic out there getting going near Pikeville Commons this morning. 31, one of our warmer spots as we start our day. 30 in Wise, 35 in Jackson, 31 in Monticello, but a lot of folks in the 20s this morning. 22 now Irvin, 23 Manchester, 21 in Jacksboro, Somerset, Jonesville, and Grundy, 18 in Clintwood. The cold spot this morning. So your breakfast forecast, again, grab yourself a blanket or a jacket or something as you head out the door. And again, just be aware that it's going to be warmer today, but not so much this morning. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Eastern Kentucky is mourning the loss of a basketball legend. John D. Wilson coached several teams across the region, finding success for more than 50 years. He died this week at 84 years old. Our Keaton Hall shares how his legacy extends beyond the court.
John D. Wilson coached basketball in Eastern Kentucky for nearly half a century, creating a legacy of improving programs and inspiring his players.
He brought this school in athletics from way down to really high. As he put it, little bitty Redbird is coming up big.
Starting the basketball programs at Green Hills and Pine Mountain Settlement School, John D. spent the last 25 years of his career as the head boys basketball coach and athletic director at Redbird Christian School.
He touched my life in a very positive way, and it'd be hard to know that he's gone.
But those who knew John D. say his legacy extends well beyond the hundreds of wins on the court.
He was a mentor. He's a mentor to all of us. He taught us everything we know about life.
Inspiring hundreds of players throughout the years, including his brother Billy.
It wasn't about just basketball. It was about how to work hard to be something in life. And most of these guys that have been around him knows that. And I'll be honest with you, he showed me a lot. He showed me a lot in life.
Teaching his teams there's more to life than success on the court.
His love for basketball, I'll never forget, but it's about how to be a good person once you get out of basketball, what you need to do. And to me, this John D. Wilson will never be forgotten in these hills or nowhere else.
Living on now through those he's inspired. In Clay County, Keaton Hall, WYMT Mountain News.
Wilson was inducted into the KHS AA Basketball Hall of Fame in 2009. A Southern Kentucky Police Department is remembering 2 officers. The London Police Department created this memorial. It remembers Lieutenant Travis Hurley, who died of COVID complications in January 2022, and Officer Logan Medlock. Medlock was hit and killed by a suspected drunk driver in October. His father says he dedicated his life to getting impaired drivers off the road.
My son was dedicated to DUIs. That's what he wanted to do, was save lives, get drunks off the road, impaired drivers off the road. And unfortunately, he lost his life.
Casey Bird is charged with DUI, murder, and other offenses in Medlock's death. His case is still in the court system. A Southern Kentucky man was sentenced to 65 years in prison. Commonwealth's attorney Ronnie Bowling says that Nicholas Rucker was sentenced for multiple charges. He was convicted of murder, tampering with physical evidence, felon in possession of a handgun, and attempting to escape. The Knox County Sheriff's Department arrested Rucker after he eluded authorities for 54 days. Rucker reportedly killed Vicki Connor in 2019 in Whitley County before going on the run. In 2022, he and another prisoner attempted to escape from the Whitley County Detention Center. Police arrested a Corbin man after they say he attacked another man. Officers say the victim reported he and David Caldwell of Corbin got into a fight in the living room of a home in Knox County. Police found the victim had been attacked with some sort of blunt instrument that left him with big cuts on his face and back and a collapsed lung and broken rib. Caldwell was arrested and charged with attempted murder, tampering with physical evidence, and public intoxication. The Kentucky River Regional Jail has been running a work release program for many years, giving eligible inmates the opportunity to get outside and work in the community, picking up trash, cutting grass at cemeteries, and helping the Perry and Knott County fiscal courts in any way they request. The inmates earn rewards for their hard work, but it also helps the counties.
It's good for our county. It saves our county a lot of money. These guys will, if you're looking at it just for manpower, this is a 5-man crew. If we looked at $10 an hour, this is $50 an hour out here working in the county.
Well, jail staff say between the 3 groups of inmate workers, they've already picked up 1,400 bags of trash since January. Monday marked the kickoff for Restaurant Week down in Corbin, but this year, restaurant owners have the opportunity to expand their skills beyond Southeast Kentucky. Restaurant Week serves as a chance for local restaurants to show all they have to offer, but the winning restaurant of this year's Restaurant Week will be able to send a cook to compete at the World Food Championship in Dallas, Texas later this year.
Corbin is a foodie destination. It's got a great culinary scene with some super talented people, and we felt that it was time. It was time to get Corbin on that global level as far as our food is concerned.
There are currently 11 businesses participating in Restaurant Week, offering anything from home-style food to ice cream. Restaurant Week will end this Saturday. Well, the Perry County Farmers Market will host its first spring pop-up this Saturday, rather. Local farmers and vendors will set up at the Farmers Market Pavilion in downtown Hazard. People can stop by from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. to browse the selection of items. Well, the market's manager says the spring pop-up is a great way to help farmers after winter.
This is an amazing way for farmers to have income over winter and during the season and during the months when things are kind of lean. So we're really happy to be able to support our farmers in any way.
The market's regular season begins in June and lasts until August. Well, the manager said the market also provides a cost-effective way for families to get fresh produce.
.37 here on this Tuesday morning. One quick note to pass along to you. The Pikeville campus of Big Sandy Community Technical College is closed until 1 o'clock this afternoon due to some electrical issues. We'll put that in the system here in just a couple of minutes. Wanted to go ahead and get that out to you in case you were wondering there if they're having classes today. So the Pikeville campus of BSCTC closed until 1 o'clock this afternoon due to electrical issues. 18 Clintwood, 19 Jonesville. Temperatures in the 20s and 30s everywhere else, but it's a little bit chilly out there this morning. Not nearly as bad as yesterday, where we were in the single digits in Clintwood yesterday morning and teens in a lot of other areas. This afternoon, close to 60. Sun and clouds for a while, more clouds late, but it's going to be a very mild day for this time of the year. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. When we come back here on Mountain News this morning, some new research shows the potential harm certain kinds of chemicals can have on a child's development. Stay with us. More news is on the way.
Stop